This is Audible.
Blackstone Audio presents the Colonial Radio Theater on the Air. Ray Bradbury's The Halloween Tree.
It was a small town by a small river and a small lake, in a small northern part of a Midwest state. There wasn't so much wilderness around you couldn't see the town, but on the other hand there wasn't so much town that you couldn't see and feel and touch and smell the wilderness. The town was full of trees and dry grass and dead flowers now that autumn was here, and it was the afternoon of Halloween. And all the houses shut against a cool wind, and the town full of cold sunlight. But suddenly, the day was gone. Night came out from under each tree and spread. Behind the doors of all the houses there were muted cries, flickerings of light. Behind one door, Tom Skelton, age 13, stopped and listened. The wind outside nested in each tree, prowled the sidewalks in invisible treads like unseen cats. Anyone could see that the wind was a special wind this night, and darkness took on a special feel because it was All Hallows' Eve.
Here it is, my skeleton costume. Lucky! What a name I've got, Tom Skeleton. Great for Halloween. Everyone calls me Skeleton. So what do I wear? Bones.
Gargoyle.
Beggar.
Mr. Death himself.
Who's that? The witch.
Won't tell. Secret.
Who's that?
Mummy! We all here?
6, 7, 8.
That can't be. Count again.
4, 5, 6, 8.
Should be 9 of us. Someone's missing. Pipkin's not here.
Pipkin? What? Where could he be? It's not right. Pipkin. He's never missed a Halloween in a zillion years. Boy, this is awful.
Let's go to his house. Come on.
Yeah, hurry up.
This way.
Over here. This way.
Joe Pipkin was the greatest boy who ever lived, the grandest boy who ever fell out of a tree and laughed at the joke, the finest boy who ever raced around the track, winning, and then, seeing his friends a mile back somewhere, stumbled and fell, waited for them to catch up, and joined breast and breast, breaking the winner's tape. The jolliest boy who ever hunted out all the haunted houses in town, which are hard to find, and came back to report on them, and take all the kids to ramble through the basements, and scramble up the ivy outside bricks, and shout down chimneys. The day Joe Pipkin was born, all the orange crush and knee-high soda bottles in the world fizzed over, and joyful bees swarmed countrysides to sting maiden ladies.
Here's his place. Gosh, what if Pipkin's sick? It wouldn't be Halloween without Pipkin.
Not Halloween.
Throw a crab out the door, Tom.
All right. Come on, Pipkin.
Where is he?
Just you watch. Any minute the door will open wide and Pipkin will jump out in a blast of fire and smoke.
And Halloween will really begin.
He's not running.
He's not wearing a mask.
No mask.
He's walking like an old man almost.
Why is he holding his hand on his side like that?
Pipkin!
Hi, gang. Well, we ready to go? Yeah, but you don't look ready. You sick? On Halloween? You kidding?
Where's your costume?
You go on ahead. I'll catch up. No, Pipkin. We'll wait for you to... Go on. You got a stomachache? You told your folks? No, I can't. They... Oh! It's nothing, I tell you. Oh, look. Go straight on toward the ravine. Head for the house, okay? The place of the haunts, yeah? Meet you there. You swear? Swear. Wait till you see my costume. Okay, Pipkin. As long as you're sure. I'm sure. On your marks. Oh. Get set. Go.
Hurry up, Pipkin!
I'll catch you.
Hurry up, slowpoke.
The ravine.
The ravine. From this deep place sprang mushroom and toadstool, and cold stone frog and crawdad and spider. There was a long tunnel down there under the earth, in which poisoned waters dripped, and the echoes never ceased calling, "Come, come, come. And if you do, you'll stay forever, forever. Drip, forever. Rustle, run, rush, whisper, and never go, go.
Oh, hey, that's where Pipkin told us to go. Come on. Let's go, guys. Come on, together. One, two, three. Come on. They're the only house in town worth visiting on Halloween. There! Yeah!
It was true. The house was special, and fine and tall and dark. There must have been 1,000 windows in its sides, all shimmering with pulled stars. It looked as if it had been cut out of black marble instead of built out of timbers. And inside, who could guess how many rooms, halls, breezeways, attics? The house beckoned with its towers, invited with its gum-shut doors. Pirate ships are a tonic, ancient forts are a boon. But a house, a haunted house, on All Hallows' Eve? 8 small hearts beat up an absolute storm of glory and approbation.
Come on!
They crowded up the path until they stood at last by a crumbling wall, looking up and still farther up at the great tomb yard top of the old house. For that's what it looked like. With so many chimneys, the roof seemed a vast cemetery, each chimney signifying the burial place of some old god of fire, or enchantress of steam, smoke, and firefly spark. Even as they watched, a kind of bleak exhalation of soot breathed up out of some 4 flues, darkening the sky still more and putting out some few stars.
Boy, Pipkin sure knows what he's talking about. Boy. Let's go!
Where?
The porch! Come on!
Look! What?
A Marley knocker!
Huh?
On the door. You know Scrooge and Marley, A Christmas Carol? Oh, the door knocker. A face of a man, his jaw bandaged, his eyes wild, dead as a doornail Marley, inhabitor of lands beyond the grave, doomed to wander this earth forever until...
Knock!
The door opened. The wind! It's pulling us into the house! Go! Hold on!
Grab the porch rail!
What's that? Someone walking towards us.
Whoever it was must have been dressed all in black, for they could see nothing but a pale white face drifting on the air. An evil smile came and hung in the doorway before them. Behind the smile, the tall man hid in shadow. They could see his eyes now, small pinpoints of green fire, in little charred pits of sockets, looking out at them.
Well, trick or treat!
Trick. Treat.
Yes, sir.
No treats. Only trick.
Look! Saw us come from the window, and from under the porch.
What's he mean, no treats? Only trick. Let's follow the porch to the other side of the house.
There was the tree. And it was such a tree as they had never seen in all their lives. It stood in the middle of a vast yard behind the terribly strange house. And this tree rose up some 100 feet in the air, taller than the high roofs and full and round and well-branched and covered all over with rich assortments of red and brown and yellow autumn leaves.
But, oh, look! What's up in that tree?
Pumpkins! Hundreds and hundreds of pumpkins!
Thousands! It's a pumpkin tree! No. A Halloween tree.
The pumpkins on the tree were not mere pumpkins. Each had a face sliced into it. Each face was different. Every eye was a stranger eye. Every nose was a weirder nose. Every mouth smiled hideously in some new way. 1,000 smiles, 1,000 grimaces, and twice times 1,000 glares and winks and blinks and leering of fresh-cut eyes. And as the boys watched, the pumpkins began to come alive, one by one, starting at the bottom of the tree and nearest pumpkins. Candles took fire within the raw interiors. This one, and then that, and this, and then still another, and on up and around. 3 pumpkins here, 7 pumpkins still higher, a dozen clusters